In this video, I'm gonna call the ZTE ZMAX Pro the mid-range killer. So this is very artistic, and this is the full review for the mid-range killer. If you are looking for a big size screen, ZTE ZMAX, the way you go. You have 6-inch display covered by Gorilla Glass 3, and from everywhere it's glass, very shiny, and you have this black puzzle over here. This actually will be the speaker, and this one will be the front facing camera, so you will have 5 megapixel camera, and you will have from the back fingerprint touch ID to unlock your phone, so the phone is good for people looking for security. You have 13 megapixel covered by metallic bezel over here, and you have single flash, and from the frame of the phone, as you guys can see, it will be made out of the plastic and covered by metallic paint over here. The power point itself will be located on the right side, and it has some textures make you distinguish it from the volume records if you are in the dark area, which is, in my opinion, looks beautiful. So I like how the feeling of the button actually, which is great. From here you will see the composite buttons. Those in the light, or when you have no lights, they would light up, which is good from ZTE. And the home button itself will be notification LED lights, so in case if you have received a message or anything like that, it will start flashing, which is give you hint that you have received a text message on the phone. The battery is not removable in this phone. You have a 3400 milliamp power, which is good. You will have over here the SIM tray and the memory card. That phone could take up to 128 gigabytes. And the back, it's not removable. I have mentioned that, but if you want to take the battery and get it replaced, you need to do more work for that. So just be careful, try not to pop the back of the phone. From the bottom over here, we see the microphone, and this time you will have USB-C. So if you don't have extra USB-C, go ahead and get them, and don't use the mini USB 2 because it's not gonna work for you. Overall, I don't have too much complaint about the design in general. Looks beautiful. One thing I would love, ZTE made the bezel smaller. As you guys can see, this area is too big, makes the phone bigger than it should be. They could do better, but it is what it is. I'm not even complaining because the price. The best advantage in this phone, it will be the display, and I believe most of you guys buy this phone because of the display. So we have 6-inch display, resolution 1080 x 1920, which is in my opinion great. So you have full HD display, and you have PPI 367, and the pixel density is so high with that phone. No matter what you zoom, you're not going to be able to see any pixels or anything like that. The color, it's very vivid, very contrast, and very rich. I don't have no much complaint even outside or inside the room, and this display beautiful. If you are asking about YouTube, how resolution you can get, I want to just confirm that for you guys, that you can go up to 1080p because the display works fine with no problem with this type of resolution. I went outside just to show you how the brightness level in the display, viewing angle still good. Even if you are outside, you're going to be able to see it with no any problem. I'm very sorry for the noise outside, the cars and the street all around, but this just to show you how the quality of the display. Now let's gonna come across the speaker and test it out. So we will have the speaker will be located over here, so it will be kind of in the bottom a little bit. It's not the best place to have the speaker, but right now I can tell you from my experience, because I have reviewed too many phones, it will be louder than the J7, it will be louder than the LG Stylo 2 Plus as well, but it's not going to be perfect for me because I know for sure ZTE, they focus in their top of the line flagship phones on the speaker quality. So still the speaker, it's acceptable, but it's not the best. This killer has 3400 milliamp power, but unfortunately it's not removable. So if you want to remove it, you can, but it's not going to be easy for you. And the phone performance for the battery, it give me for the low usage about 6 hours screen on time if I'm not doing games or not having the high brightness on the display. But on the high level of brightness, it give me between 4 hours and a half to 5 hours maximum screen on time. That was great in my opinion. I don't have too much complaint about it. The only one complaint about the battery, the juice go fast even if the phone on the standby mode. So right now I don't know what's going on, or maybe ZTE they're gonna push updates to fix that problem. If you just don't use your phone, you leave it for a few hours, you feel that the battery is draining fast or more than normal. At least this is in my phone. I'm not sure if this is gonna be applied on all phones. The internal specification for the phone, we have Snapdragon 617 and we have 32 gigabytes internal storage. You will get around 28 gigabytes after the operating system and the pre-installed application on the phone. 2 gigabytes for the RAM, and you have the GPU Adreno 404. And as you guys can see, this is the score for the Geekbench, which is in my opinion very good score, and I believe my experience with playing the game, it has no issues or no lagness even with the high-end games. I have chosen a Kombat X to test the 1.5 octa-core processor with the GPU Adreno 404 and to see the performance. As you guys can see, when I play the game, the graphics is very clear, and I believe the phone support 1080p when I play the game. The frame is good. I don't see any type of lagness or problem, so I have very nice smooth experience for playing a game which is very heavy game like the Kombat X. I don't want to test like games like a Subway or a Temple Run, because any phone could perform very well. So with this review, I would prefer to test the high-end game that require a lot of graphics, and playing Kombat X was no problem, no issues with it. Also, we're gonna put another game on the test. We have Asphalt 8, which is, as everybody knows, this game require a lot of graphics processing, and as you guys can see, I do have very nice experience and smooth experience playing the game, and I don't see any frame drops in this phone. So the phone, it's really powerful even for those people they want to play a game. That's why the phone has 32 gigabytes to let you download games and play them. And another thing I want to be talking about, I just have a little bit of heat on the phone. It will be in this area, but I didn't experience any overheat issue in this phone. We have noticed some people complain about overheat, so if you have any overheat problem, please leave this one on the comment to let us know. In case of ZTE, they have a problem overheat or something like that, so they can push the updates to fix the problem. But for me, I was playing a game on the phone and the phone just warmed up, but no overheat problem for me. The mid-range killer has most of the sensors required for people they want to play Pokemon Go, and for people even if they're gonna watch 360 contents on YouTube or on the VR. As you guys can see, we have the application will discover if you have the sensors active or not. So very much most of the sensors required to play Pokemon Go and the VR 360, it's enabled with that device, because you have the gyroscope sensor, you have accelerator sensor, light sensor, orientation sensor. Very much you have everything in that phone, and which is add more value for that phone and makes the phone good buy for anyone who interested with. ZTE ZMAX came with Marshmallow operating system for Android 6.0.1, so you have very nice smooth experience for the operating system, and you have the stock Android on the device. Plus you will have some Metro PCS pre-installed application and the insurance like Lookout and Metro Zone and some Metro applications, which is normal because these application supported by the carrier. And you will have some emojis on the text messages. So if you would like to go to the emoji, just go to this smiley face and you will see the newest marshmallow emojis on this device. As well as you can customize the keyboard for different colors, and you can customize the background for people like customization. And you have Google on tap because this feature came with the marshmallow, and also they give you permission for every application you download on the phone. I like the way that ZTE made this light bar over here like a transparent, very much you can see everything behind. You will have some nice toggles over here for battery saver, hotspot, airplane, flash, etc., as always with any other Android device. And one thing I like with that phone, you can change the capacitive keys. For people come from Samsung, as you know, like the back button's always here and the other button on the other side. For this device, very much you can go to the settings and you can just go to the navigation key. It will be somewhere on the settings, and from here you can change the back to be on the right and the recent will be on the left, or the opposite way. This will be up to you. In my opinion, this is a great feature with that phone. And as well as these compassive buttons, you can control when you need it to be light up, or if you would like to keep it off so you can save battery. You will have that feature, which is very neat. You just go to display over here and you guys gonna be able to see navigation key, light duration. You can keep it always on or auto. When you have no lights, it will lights up, as well as the home button itself, its notification LED lights when you receive a text message. One thing I didn't like, when you charge the phone, this thing is not gonna light up, so you still have to wake up the display to see if your phone charging or not. Let's gonna also have a look on the phone camera over here. As you guys can see, this is the application for the camera, but before we start, we have 13 megapixel on the back and you have 5 megapixel for front for people who love selfie. So now what we have over here, we have the auto, so you can snap pictures and the camera application will optimize everything for you. You have HDR, you can also enable the flash, you can switch between the front and the face camera from here. You will have some settings. The camera take up to full HD, so you have 1080p, and very much this is for the storage or restore it to default. This for the video, just want to confirm that for you it's 1080p. Let's gonna move on some of the modes that we have on the phone: multi-exposure, panorama, and slow motion. Slow motion, it's nice because some other phones within the range of price or even more expensive, it doesn't have slow motion. But that phone, it doesn't give you high resolution for the slow motion. And you see multi-exposure over here. If we look at this one, so technically we will have different modes: darkness, brightness, college, background, alpha, and symbol. So these are the modes that we have over here. I have taken some samples videos. I'm gonna show it to you guys in a few. And you have manual over here. The manual, you can adjust the light, you can adjust the brightness, you can adjust the zoom for the macro, so very much you can zoom in to take very close pictures, and the ISO for how much lights you want to go to the sensor or not. So very nice for them to have the auto mode for people they're professional taking photos on the phone. So the phone has, as I mentioned, 1080p full HD to capture videos. So we don't have 4K, but in my opinion it's not big deal. And you have some good modes over here. I have some samples over here. First I'm going to show you a sample of the slow motion. This is how the slow motion look nice. And also let me show you some of the photo and we talk about it. This is a selfie outside, no problems. You have also for the selfie what we call it filter or beauty face. But the thing is, when you see the background, everything's washed out in the background, and it's not big deal because most of the cameras fill with this. So we have indoor. Okay, so very nice picture. You have no problem. This is in the low light. I have used the flash, too much noise around, so in low light the camera it's not gonna give you high performance. That was on room lighting, so still it's kind of yellowish, but you can adjust it through the manual mode and take better photo. Try and take some text, and this is outside pictures. I'm gonna put those on the display in a bigger size so you guys can see them. Overall, I don't have too much complaint about the camera. Camera application is good. It has a lot of option for you, slow motion. Thank you so much, ZTE. I will give him a thumbs up for that, everything they have made in that phone. And let's gonna have a look on these pictures on the bigger size. I have never been impressed in the phone when I do a review, especially for this price tag, $99 for these features, this specification. The processor is octa-core processor, super fast. The game's performance very snappy, very smooth, no problems, no lagness. The latest operating system, very good camera application, a lot of features in the camera application. Selfie has everything you want. The phone does support all type of sensors. This phone has full HD display, full HD content you can view in the display. You have 32 gigabytes internal storage. You have fingerprint ID. What else you need more than this phone? It's a good buy. Yes, it is. This phone actually, it's a good buy for anyone when I invest $99. I've never been impressed like that in the phone, especially when I do the review. Maybe some problems gonna be appear in the future, but we guys stay tuned for that. We're gonna post the videos even if we have problems, and we're gonna show you how to fix these problems in the future. So stay tuned and subscribe more for variety stick. And that was my full review. Thank you so much for watching. As always guys, I'll see you in my next one.